Skeleton Crew really surprised me. I went from not wanting to watch this show at all to my last video where I said this was going to be the most unique piece of Star Wars that we see come out of Disney. And I was right. This show does blend a lot of 80s style storytelling with Star Wars and pirates. It follows the tried and true Star Wars formula. I mean, a young person looking for adventure, the call to action, being swept away. It also has the all important thing that I look for in every Star Wars project, of course, is the Force and the Jedi. It was a lot like that in A New Hope, where the Jedi were still very mysterious. They kind of hinted around at like old wizards and people that can do things, and it's very subtle. The Force was used very subtly. And I don't think it was done like how they did The Force Awakens, because that was basically just using the same mold with new characters. You could make that argument that it was kind of the same story. The Skeleton Crew is a new story, it's new characters. There's a lot of questions, so let's get into this video. Skeleton Crew takes place after Return of the Jedi and the fall of the Empire. The New Republic is in charge, and apparently they're running an entire planet that nobody knows where it is or what it's being used for, if it even exists at all, which was a really kind of cool twist. We saw that in episode 2 with Kamino, the cloning planet. Obi-Wan had to go basically search around and find that planet, and this planet's no different. I think somebody's hiding this planet. I mean, it's evident that somebody doesn't want this planet to be found, and I don't think it's because of treasure. Another thing about this planet, At Attin, I don't think the Empire even touched it, because everything still seems like the Old Republic there. They have the Old Republic credits that was mentioned in the spaceport by the pirates. They said, you have a mint Old Republic credit. Where did you get that? The technology there really did remind me of the Old Republic games. Knights of the Old Republic games, with the one girl, especially KB, wearing that visor, and those visors are very prevalent in those games. You could equip a visor onto your character, and it would give +2 to firearms or whatever. It would make you smarter, faster, better in some way in those games. I don't think we've seen that on the screen yet, have we? I mean, we may have seen some tech like that, but that just was a callback to the Old Republic right there. It does seem like they're locked down on that planet because nobody ever leaves. There was no mention of traveling in between planets, so apparently there's a barrier, but is it keeping people out or is it keeping them in? Or maybe both. But it seems like kind of an Empire thing for the New Republic to do. And of course, the number one most interesting character in that show for me, I'm sure it's for, everybody watching the show, is Jod Wood. We're going to talk about him later in the video, but I just wanted to mention at the very beginning, whenever he was going with his crew to steal some cargo, steal some credits, he had a mutiny. So apparently his crew was thinking about mutiny for a while, because he mentioned, some of you have given up on me, but here's our big heist. Here's the big treasure that we've been looking for a while. So yeah, they mutinied apparently and overthrew him, threw him in jail. The Undersecretary Farah was another character that I'm interested in. How she's making the skull there on that planet basically a career path. It's basically all about the career that they're going to have, jobs for the New Republic that are going to win the fight, that are going to help the New Republic out, but nobody knows about them. There's a lot of questions there. The safety droids there, and there's no police or security forces there either, which is very odd to me. And all of the safety droids have the cameras on their heads. The question that I have after seeing that security droid force is, who's watching those cameras? Who's overseeing the entire planet? I'm sure we'll find out, answers to this later, but this is just the first 2 episodes, but it's been very, very interesting, and it's opened up a lot of really cool paths that they could go down. There were Battle of Endor callbacks with the speeders going through the trees, holiday special callback. I thought that was very interesting. Also callback to 80s movies, like Indiana Jones movies, with the skeleton scenes where the kids find the skeletons and one of them opens their mouth. I actually laughed at that part because it just reminded me of those old movies, and it was actually pretty good. I have some criticism for the show. I'm just saying the good parts right now, kind of recapping it. How are they able to just fly off the planet At Attin, by the way? If it's a lost planet, the myth is that it's a treasure planet. How are they able to just leave? That's what I want to know. Do they not regularly just have ships on there? Did they outlaw ships on that planet? I can't think of seeing any other ships on that planet. You know, we didn't see that much. We saw a suburban planet, really. There were a lot of roads and there was like trans, but maybe nobody has ships. Maybe I'll have to watch it again, but it seemed to me that there were no ships on that planet. The starport scene was really cool too, and there were a lot of different aliens in that. A lot of callbacks to, of course, more callbacks to older Star Wars movies. So the big question: who is Jod Nanawood? I can't get used to saying that name, but who is this guy, man? Because I don't trust him. I mean, he's a scurvy pirate. You can't really trust the guy. Apparently, Jod Nanawood's been in that jail for a long time. He said, "I've been in here far too long." Then he used the Force to get the key. My question is, why wouldn't have he used the Force to get the key beforehand, before it was far too long to be in there and he had to use wraps for shoes and all that? Why didn't he just use the Force before? At first, I actually thought it was a trick. I thought him floating the key was like a trick to trick the kids into trusting him because he was a Jedi. But if he is Force sensitive, he would have been found by the Republic, and he, of course, would have been an apprentice during the Clone Wars. Order 66 out of there. It kind of makes perfect sense for a young Jedi, you know, after they escape Order 66. Can't be a Jedi anymore, there's no Jedi Order, so you gotta make money somehow. So, you know, sometimes you have to resort to pirate. Maybe you have to resort to piracy. I don't know. But I think that that's going to be the story. But yeah, at first I thought it was a trick. Where was he during Order 66? How much of the Force does he know? What knowledge does he possess? We don't know yet, and we're going to find out. I think Jude Law said episode 7 was his favorite episode because that's when they go into a lot of details about his character. Now, at first, after they left the planet, I thought they like time traveled or something. Maybe it's because I have time travel on the brain right now, because the alien was like, where did you get that Old Republic credit in mid-condition? Went to a wormhole or something, or time traveled, which, you know, that's gonna be a thing in Star Wars, I'm telling you that. It's just a planet with a barrier that nobody can find, which, you know, that's been done before. Like I said before, it's been done before in Star Wars, so we'll just have to see if the kids can lead Jod Nanawood back to their planet to plunder it and take all their stuff. Because I don't think those security droids probably won't be able to stop him and his crew. I mean, they look pretty weak, honestly, right now, and they're not too smart. They saw the kid trying to get into the ancient relic under the ground, and nobody's watching those cameras because they didn't say anything about it. They didn't go check it out. They're just dumb security droids. That's why you need real humans to be on your security force. Anyway, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Really appreciated the callbacks to the old Republic. Now, this show could be, you know, of course, a little more gritty and violent. Everybody wants that in Star Wars. That's why everybody liked Andor, because it's pretty gritty and violent. This is a pirate show, and it's aimed at a younger demographic, but it's really good. It's good Star Wars. Okay, I'm gonna say that I'm enjoying it so far. It's not woke. I'm very surprised and happy with the show so far. We'll see how far that goes, but hopefully the story keeps up in its momentum that it has right now, because I actually am excited to watch the next episode of the show. I'm gonna be truthful. Whenever the show came on and I could watch it, I was like, I don't know if I want to watch it right now. But now I'm much like, yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see who this guy is. There wasn't as much Goonies style screaming from the kids either that I was kind of expecting, which is nice because it makes it less annoying. I'm very interested to see what Jude Law's character does. Let me know down in the comments what you think. What do you think that planet is? Is it an actual treasure planet, or is it something else? Is it just being used by the New Republic for something else? I don't know. I haven't watched anybody else's reviews because I kind of like to just do these myself, you know, give my thoughts so that they're not tainted with other people. Of course, there's people out there saying, if it wasn't titled Star Wars Skeleton Crew, I wouldn't even know it's Star Wars. Now, it is Star Wars, and it is very unique as well, and I am happy about that. Man, you gotta mix the genres up sometimes. When you don't know what to do, just mix genres and make something cool and not woke. So yeah, very happy with this. Let me know what you thought of episodes 1 and 2 of the Skeleton Crew. We'll be covering this show all the way through, so check back later when the new episode drops. I, the Lore Knight, give Star Wars Skeleton Crew episodes 1 and 2 4 out of 5. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time.